What up YouTube, it's your boy Will Rider, back at you with another video. Today I need to finish off the tabletop for my bandsaw. I did this on the table saw probably last year, and for some reason I never used the same process on my bandsaw over here. The surface is cast iron. It's real susceptible to rust, so I need to fix that and stop using it as a cup holder, and that's what's making it rust. So I'll show you what I do. I did the same thing on the table saw, like I said, so check this out. So you might hear things a little different. I'm using my DSLR camera with the external mic, so the sound quality will be a little better than the other camera I've been using. The only reason I switched back to this one is because this one has some dust in there. It's behind the lens, so I'm gonna have to either get this professionally cleaned, which means I'm gonna have to take it apart, or I'm gonna get a new camera. And the one I've been looking at films 4K at 30 frames per second, but I don't use it for 4K. I want to use it for 1080 like most of my videos, but it films it at 60 frames per second, vice to 30 frames per second. That one films at, and the camera I've been looking for, it's a Sony. Costs as much as that Canon cost, and it's got pretty good reviews. That's why things look a little different. This camera has issues with focusing quickly, so bear with me. Let's get started on this. So you can see this held a nice moist beer at one point. I gotta get that, and there's a lot of surface rust and little spots where water or sweat dripped off. As you know, it gets pretty hot in this shop. I've already sprayed down some WD, and what I'm going to do is hit it with this old school Ryobi palm sander with some 220, some 500, and then some 1000. And then after that, I'll probably just polish it off with some wax. Let's get to it. Alright, so got it done with the 220, 500, and 1000. We're just going to wipe this down. What's nice about the cast iron isn't like a real hard metal. Well, compared to something like steel. So it sands away pretty quickly. And after I wipe it down, then you can see it looks better than new. So you can stop here, just leave it like this, but like I said, I want to prevent it from rusting in the future. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spray it down some non-chlorinated brake clean, get the rest of that oil off, and then I'm going to coat it with some paste wax. That's the stuff I use. And I'm just going to put a nice coat over the whole surface here. So this does a couple things. It'll prevent it from further corrosion, and it'll last longer than just a coat of WD-40. And also, pieces with a lot of surface area that you're running through here, it helps it run a lot smoother through, you know, less friction. So I did this on my planer as well, the plate on that, and then the joiner. I think the planer is like a stainless steel surface. I didn't sand it down or anything. It doesn't have any corrosion issues. And same with the joiner. No corrosion issues there because it's aluminum base. But just putting a coat of wax on it just helps things run through it so much smoother. Makes a huge help. So I'm gonna let that set up for a little bit. And then polish it off, and I'll be all done. And then I finally get to what I'm doing. Alright, so this is an hour later. It's all polished off, smooth as glass, and I'm done with this for now. I'm eventually going to make a new insert for that, probably out of aluminum or brass. But this will be protected for about a year, and I'll do it again. As you can see from the state of things, I have been busy making different things. This is my last project I built. I didn't want to make a video of it because it's someone else's design. Christina, I think is her name, from Get Hands Dirty. It's a tongue drum. And it was a really fun project. She was nice enough to have the CNC plans on Inventables. So the top was real easy. I didn't use the same type of wood. I used a nice piece of walnut. And like she said in the video, the hardest part of the whole project was tuning it. But I finally got it. I think it sounds pretty nice. I don't know how well the camera picks that up. Forget it, you're terrible at it. Just need to learn how to music now. I did do mine a little different. She used plywood, and I think it was really good bunt joints. And I used nice red oak and some box joints in the corners. And I did use plywood for the bottom to take it on and off for the tuning process. But it was a fun project. Thanks to her. Go check out her channel. She's quite talented. I don't really have any big plans coming up anytime soon. Been real busy with work. But as always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Oh, before I forget, the bottom of the box was too tall, so I cut it off and made this little make sign with it. It's the same piece. Had some extra LED strips laying around and threw them in there. Cut out some letters and put some acrylic on the back. Easy, quick, and I like the light because I get scared in here in the dark.